Tulane Green Wave ready to go on a dominant run in the AAC. They got a lot of key players coming back. They also have their head coach coming back, and it sounds like for a very long time. And the big story for today is Barry Tramel's article from yesterday in the Oklahoman. His sources are telling him there's a smidgen of a chance that Texas and Oklahoma could be leaving for the SEC immediately, on time for the 2023 football season. We're going to give you all our thoughts on that possibility. Welcome to episode 135 of College Football's Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Pflugar. We cover everything in college football because we love everything in college football. And if you do as well, please subscribe to our channel. Smash that like button if you like our content. Share the video with your family and friends. The Tulane Green Wave. We know the story of 2022. They defeated the USC Trojans in the Cotton Bowl. But man, they're ready for 2023 and beyond. But let's just talk about 2023. Michael Pratt elevated his football play. Over 3,000 yards passing, 27 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, completed 63.6% of his passes. He's got Jaquan Jackson, a promising young receiver for Tulane, coming back next year. And the defense is going to be anchored by the defensive back, Darius Monroe. Key interception against Caleb Williams in the Cotton Bowl. If you remember that, key interception. Tulane is ready to go on a dominant run. Let's look at what Willie Fritz said when he was asked about his future at Tulane. He was asked by Ed Daniels of WGNO Sports. Take a listen.
I'm hoping we're going to get it done here pretty quickly. And, my wife and I have made the decision, we really made it a couple years ago, that we're going to finish out our career here at Tulane. I'd love to be able to be here through 2030. That'd be fun.
So you want to retire here, right?
Yeah, this is, we just, where I'm at right now, and with the success we had this past season, we feel like we can, have a good run here, and we just really enjoy it, enjoy the people we work with. That's important too. That's very, very important. I'm hoping.
Willie Fritz says he thinks they can have a good run at Tulane. We believe he can have a great run at Tulane. Tulane Green Wave ready to dominate the AAC. Remember, starting in 2024, the top 6 ranked conference champions get an automatic berth to the playoffs. So Tulane is sitting pretty in 2025. They're going to be a preseason threat to make the playoffs for 2024-2025. That's the 5th or 6th ranked conference champion out of the AAC. And of course, next year for 2023, they're probably the favorite to get back to a New Year's Six Bowl representing the G5 conferences. So Tulane Green Wave, they're not going away. With Willie Fritz staying there in Tulane University in the state of Louisiana, Tulane Green Wave are not going anywhere. And now for the big story. The article from the Oklahoman, Barry Tramel, discussing that his sources are telling him there's a smidgen of a chance that Oklahoma and Texas will leave early, immediately. Not for 2024, but this year for 2023 football season. I'm not going to show the article. It's behind the paywall, but I was able to read the article. And I'm going to give you my thoughts. Please give me your thoughts in the comments section below. I read all the comments. Barry Tramel basically does a small deep dive into the situation. His sources are telling him that Oklahoma would now rather leave early instead of waiting to 2025. 2024 is good, but 2023 would be even better. If Oklahoma's going to rebuild their program, they might as well do it in the SEC instead of the Big 12. They're going to have to pay pretty much the same regardless to get out of the Big 12 because the payment seems to be the same for 2 year versus 1 year. ESPN would rather have Oklahoma and Texas leave early rather than later for obvious reasons. Barry Tramel did come up with a couple situations of why this wouldn't work. One is that the SEC themselves, they just got done with the 2023 schedule. Those 14 universities, they would have to redo everything, right? If Texas and Oklahoma came on board for 2023 season. I don't think that's quite much of a hurdle. However, I would like to bring up a couple points. One is the new SEC deal with ESPN for the Tier 1 that moves from CBS to ESPN doesn't start until 2024. So if Oklahoma and Texas came on board in 2023, ESPN would probably have to do a new contract for the 2023 season. Else Oklahoma and Texas are not going to get paid much. They'd have to come probably as a discount. Or the other schools in the SEC would have to take less money, and they're not going to do that. So that whole contract would have to be redone. Okay, maybe that's not much of a hurdle either. But what about this? How are you going to make Fox Sports whole if Texas and Oklahoma leave for the 2023 football season? How do you make Fox Sports whole? They're having a hard time making them whole, losing Texas and Oklahoma 1 year earlier for the 2024 season. Remember, when Texas and Oklahoma moved to the SEC, Fox Sports are not going to be carrying their home games any longer. They do not have the distribution rights for the massive brands of Texas and Oklahoma. That's going to cost Fox Sports. It sounds like they're willing to deal with the Big 12, with the SEC and ESPN in regards to Oklahoma and Texas leaving a year early from 2025, leaving the Big 12 to 2024. But 2 years early? What would Fox Sports get out of this deal to make up for the loss of 2 years of Texas and Oklahoma leaving early? What could you possibly give Fox Sports to make them whole? Wild speculation is welcome. Could it be something like a player to be named later? In other words, a school to be named later. Maybe some school years down the road could possibly leave early from the ESPN deal. Maybe, possibly. Give me your wild speculation on what could Fox Sports be given to make them whole, for Fox Sports to say, okay, that's fine, Oklahoma and Texas, you can leave early. A smidgen of a chance. Barry Tramel says his sources are telling him that Texas and Oklahoma could be playing football in September of 2023, this fall. A smidgen of a chance. I don't know how you measure the word smidgen. In my mind, I think we're about 1/10 of a chance, a smidgen of a chance for Texas and Oklahoma to leave early for 2023. Besides the wild speculation, I don't know how this could get done. I don't see it getting done. But give me your thoughts down. We had to talk about it. Barry Tramel, respected reporter out of Oklahoma for decades, says there's a smidgen of a chance. Sooners, Longhorns, SEC 2023. Give me your thoughts. Until next time, from all of us at Peek Around the Corner to all of you, please, you all take care of each other. Thank you so very much.